Alright guys, welcome to another video. So today I had to update my game. We're on 1.0416 I think. And basically after 1.04 it got recommended that you should swap your swap your game.
Not enough mana.
I don't want to use mana charges already, but so pretty much had to stop what we were doing last time. I think I had just gotten Arcane's Valor. I forget if I cleared the level or not, but I wasn't even able to load the game. It just immediately crashed, so made a new game, and hopefully it won't be too much different. I don't really like when in normal mode when you have to grind a whole lot. It's not like I don't like grinding or, you know, just playing more than once, but it just seems like the difficulty of normal is just about right. Maybe a little too easy or just a little too hard for some quests if you just do it in one go. At least in the past when I've played Mage, so I like to try and keep it around that. Keep it around that difficulty. Better if I can get that undead out of the way here.
Not enough mana.
I was just gonna say, it's a bad idea to go places that you haven't gone before as you're running away, but well, I kind of clocked my options out there early. Now, supposedly potions aren't supposed to drop in this patch. Could have swore that's what was set. One of the changes was you're not supposed to find things based on your traits that restrict you, so no potions for wild sorcery. I don't have Stone Curse. This is the most ridiculous chase. Should not be living through this. Well, maybe the play is to just go down instead. I mean, I feel like if I just kept hammering those spells, I'd have a good chance of doing it, but it's been like a week or so since I've played, so I don't really feel super confident in the way I play yet. Unique cape, there we go. Reflect. I mean, it's kind of cool that there's thorns on an item that doesn't belong to an Iron Maiden. I guess early on it kind of gives you an idea of what, well, playing an Iron Maiden might be like. Seems kind of strange though for a cape. I guess it had to be a cape though, because there's not really too many cross-class items that you could use at the start of the game. Inferno's not actually as strong as I thought. I'm gonna check that right now. 33 to 52. Okay, yeah. So unless that's hitting multiple times, which I think it might be, like, Firebolt is probably just the better option. I remember using it like early Purgatory and I was surprised by how much damage Inferno did. Oh, and as far as other changes, it looks like base items, at least when they're class specific, have like a base inheritance they get. So like 10% to mana regeneration is on Warlock rods. Flat mana regeneration is on the books. So, I don't know. It's not really like, it's all free, like a bonus. I don't think that negatives with this patch. So realistically, it's just kind of like everyone gets, you know, a small bonus. I forget what melee you get, but maybe it's like more. Actually, I think melee items already kind of have it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not sure what melees get, but at least for Warlock, all of theirs is set up for mana regeneration, which is typically not what I like, and it's sort of like, it's harder to balance now, because I'm going to have to use that bonus mana regeneration in some way to take away, like, you know, take away mana regeneration, get uniques with, like, negative mana regen, but, like, some bonus that I want. Which I guess is already kind of what I was doing, but now I'll have a little bit more mana regeneration to play with. I don't know what the maximum would be. I'm assuming, like, Doom items might have, like, +5 mana regen, maybe +50%. So if it has it around that, that's a little bit. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit to work with, so. On Elementalist and Mage, though, they get just flat plus. What is it, mana, I think? It might have been percent damage of some sort. But I'm pretty sure that the wands get plus mana, or plus mana percentage. Actually, I'm not going to do this again, because if I did that last run and I sold it, then I'd be at a little bit more of an advantage than last time. I should probably just, like, skip it, go to the next level. Can't ignore a shrine, though.
Not enough mana.
There were some other updates too about, oh, I got triggered over there, okay. Right there probably made sense to just try and use Mana Shield, but in Doom I'm used to just walking up to like ranged enemies and then they kind of just back off. It's like an automatic, just trying to get away from you at all costs, so. But yeah, there's some difficulty checks too. Maybe I could use the cape, I don't know. So like Gravediggers will regenerate, I think, 10% of their health on hard mode. 1/30th of their health on like Iron Man. So for me, I mean that's alright. I mean, the enemies have already, I mean they're on lower dungeon levels, so they shouldn't be too hard. There's also things like these ranged enemies. Any ranged enemies outside of easy mode. Oh, magic find. Outside of easy mode should run away when they're cornered. Typically you would get, you know, an enemy in this corner, they wouldn't be able to run away. So now I think they can run away, which I think is going to be pretty frustrating for executioner type classes, gladiators. They're not going to be used to having basically to just use their bow. Like a lot of the times I think I could get away with like maybe hell before I had to really whip out the bow. Like obviously you could grind a little more and, you know, be able to do it, but that's about where I thought, okay, I should probably start using a bow. Even though you have like some little gimmicks you can use to get a first shot on them. Typically you don't have the accuracy to capitalize on them, like a Doom character. Oh, that's a cool sound effect. I think there was also an AI change to the hiddens. When you hammer them down, I think below half health or something, sometimes they would just walk away and kind of regenerate health while going invisible. Which was kind of awesome for mages because, oh my god, wow. A lot there. Guess I can regenerate mana a bit here. But yeah, as they go invisible now and they retreat, they're gonna become immune to damage. Man, there's still so many left. It kind of made me wonder, you know, am I going to be able to... Like, when you know there's hiddens on a level, you can kind of just spray the whole level with, like, hydras or lightning, just kind of anything that, like, might hit them, and you can get them from really far away. But now I'm wondering if because they're, like, you know, invisible, maybe they trigger retreat automatically, even if they're hit well in stealth. When they're running away, am I going to have to, like, basically walk right up to them? Or wait for them to regenerate and then come back for round 2. At first glance it seems kind of harsh, but I think it'll be good. Any small little rule like that that you can kind of, like at least you know the pattern and you can try and work around the best you can, should be good gameplay. Not positive, but I mean, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, even though these bone enemies, when they try and walk around you, they don't just come up and hit you, they walk all the way around. They kind of do like a half circle. They walk around in a circle about, you know, half the screen length. from where you are. So when you see enemies like that, you don't immediately go, okay, well, as a mage, I'm going to start, like, taking all the time that I have right now and just try and, like, clip them. I think you can only hit them on one of the 20 frames that they're moving, so it's really hard to do. Not only do you need to, like, you know, be able to do it, you have the pressure of, like, other enemies coming at you while you're doing it. And usually if you get one shot that does hit them, you know, you might just be like, damn, I'm out of mana charges again. This is hassle. But as you hit the enemy, you know, they could be stun locked, or, you know, not stun locked, but like they get knocked back because you did enough of their remaining health, like damage. So when that happens, it's like all of a sudden you might have been lining out like 1, 2, 3. Every time he moves, I'm gonna hit him like as he travels. Well, he's gonna get knocked back, and you have to kind of start over again. So it's like, even though that's really hard to overcome, and it's almost, I'd say, something that you don't bank on overcoming, you still change the way you play around it. So typically you let those guys go, or, you know, you try and keep your golem like around, keep those guys held up while you kill the guys that just run straight at you. I don't know. I think it'll be interesting, and I definitely don't want to knock it until like I see it full force in a pressure situation. So sometimes I'd wait and see what I get for my level ups, but I know that the Chamber of Bone is coming soon, and that should be some decent experience. I guess I just gotta decide what I really care about here. $2 attributes. Guess there's not really anything that's like standing out at me. $75 magic. I think I need to check my perks. So, to get more of this, level 13, I'm level 14 now, I think. And 90 magic. Okay. So the bottleneck there is going to be magic. It's not going to be my level. So unless I were to pour like the next 4 levels into magic, I really can't, you know, get ahead of my perks or have like a useful investment for my perks at this point at least. So, I guess keep the dexterity up there, balance it a little bit. Maybe like 2 vitality. Why not? There's some belts that have like 27 vitality requirement, I think, so. Speaking of perks, Yeah, I guess there's nothing really I need to worry about for perks right now. Okay, they don't back up very much when you run at them. More magic find. Alright.
Not enough mana. I do not have a spell ready.
Actually, I guess I shouldn't be dropping these. It's decent gold. And it's very apparent that I'm gonna need a magic staff, mana staff, whatever it's called. Out of mana charges. I guess I don't have to repair them immediately. I just like to do it because blacksmith oils are so rare right now. that was bad form there. Always supposed to take a step backwards. It's faster than trying to cast a spell. I think even with fastest cast speed, it's still better to just take a step back. Hassle. Yeah, pretty good spell. You know, not overpowered or anything. I guess that is like the best situation to use it in, though. A giant room where you can't really miss. Something else I guess I have to think about too is if eventually potions aren't going to drop. I'm thinking that I must have I'm playing the wrong version of the game or something. That, or maybe it's not working yet, but if potions stop dropping from enemies, then I think I should be getting something else, like some other base item in exchange, so maybe it'll be a higher chance for me to get elixirs later on. Want to touch that guy. That's the ideal thing to happen right there. I tell I'm rusty though. Like I got hit by that guy 4 different times. Like it's so easy to see this something that slow come towards you. Like it should not be hitting me at all. He went all the way behind me, and I couldn't even see him.
I cannot carry anymore.
Mm. 59%. That seems bad at a lower level. Yeah. Even if I had like, say 10, getting +6 mana regen instead of just flat mana regeneration that works through combat, I can't see myself using that. I might use that though. Thou feeleth stronger. I mean, I don't know. It's really poor English, but at the same time, like, Mordor, like, he does joke around a fair bit, so, like, I wouldn't put it past him to put, like, you know, kind of joke in here or there, but I don't know. Maybe it is even just like really old English, but I don't think so. Like you would never hear anyone say like, well, first off, thou. Thou is like pretty bizarre, at least in today's age. But then feeleth is like, I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard that. Like everyone knows what it means when you read it, but like, damn. But I kind of wonder why that got added. Just because... Oops. I'm trying to remember what the old saying was for the +1 strength, but it wasn't, like, bad. Like, I don't think there was, like, anything glaringly wrong with it. Guess I could use lightning down the hall, but...
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Alright, he takes fire damage, not bad. Oh, I didn't realize I opened that book. Okay. Well, I guess it's better to finish the level first. If I did do the whole quest, I'd probably be level, like, 16 or maybe even 17, so... all the experience on this level would be worth far less when I come back. I guess I have the magic find buff too, so... shouldn't leave that down here. So this is dealing 72 damage at minimum. Can I for sure one-shot Hiddens? No. which means I should probably use this ring instead if I'm gonna have difficulties clearing out the start. Being able to one-shot most of the minions is probably gonna help a whole lot. Actually, I got quite a bit of junk in my inventory here. It's been about 45 minutes, so I'll call it quits here. I'll catch you guys on the next episode.